This is just a dream. One of those recurring nightmares with my crazy stepmother at the wheel. She's the reason I left home 6 years ago and never went back. So this is the only way I see her now. And this is how everyone else sees her. The perfect wife, perfect mother.
My name is Trinka. Yes, I came from Soviet Union.
I'd been working for one of those psychic hotlines, trying to convince a bunch of lonely people that happiness was just around the corner.
Coming to me that it's cookies.
What a load.
Someone you know, someone you already know at the office, someone that you don't have to know yet.
But none of that seemed to matter anymore after I got the phone call.
Hello?
Hello, Carrie?
This is Dr.
Bradley? Twin Falls.
Oh, Dr. Bradley.
Carrie, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
There's been an accident,
It's your father. He was in a car accident.
and I'm afraid he's in a coma right now. He's in intensive care.
You may want to make some arrangements
To arrive here as soon as you can.
Should I tell your mother?
My stepmother.
I mean, your stepmother. I'm sorry to break this.
News to you like this over the phone. It's the most difficult thing a doctor has to do.
Hello? Carrie? Carrie, is that you?
Hello, Carrie.
Hello, Dolores.
Is that Jim Beam you brought along with you? It was your father's favorite.
How is he?
What do you mean, how is he? He's in a coma.
I know that. Has there been any change?
No, nothing. Oh, God, it's such a tragedy what's happened. I don't know how I'm going to live without him. He's the only man I've ever loved, Carrie.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Welcome home. I'll get you a towel.
Even though Daddy was gone, for the moment, you could still feel his presence all around here. He was a sculptor, and he'd left pieces of himself scattered all around this place. So how did it happen?
He drove off the road on the way home from the Elks.
Was he drunk?
That's what they say, but Cal could hold his liquor.
Not this time again.
No, not this time.
What do the doctors say about, how long?
Maybe weeks. Months?
Maybe never.
That is not an option. He'll be back with us before long. If we pray for that to happen, I believe it will. I have faith that God will answer our prayers. When your father was visiting last month, you said you were seeing him next week. I guess now is not the time. You're thinking about your father. Have some breakfast, then we'll go see him.
I'll go by myself.
You're going like that?
What's wrong with this?
Well, it looks a little trashy.
When Daddy came out to see me last month, this is what I was wearing, and he said it looked great.
But he won't be seeing you, if you know what I mean. Everyone else at the hospital will be seeing you.
And you think I should care about them.
I do.
I don't.
How are you going to get there? You don't have a car?
Maybe I'll walk.
Oh, for crying out loud. It's 5 miles. Take my car.
I just couldn't bring myself to be nice to her, to call her mother like she always wanted. She never was a mother to me. She never was. She's not my real mother anyway. My real mother died of leukemia when I was 4. A couple of years later, my father married Dolores. Now, back then she was working at a daycare center and singing at the Landmark Hotel on weekends. That's where he got to know her. I was 5 when they got married. Just a kid, but old enough to know that I really didn't like her.
Why not?
She wasn't interested in becoming a mother, my mother. She was more concerned with going to lunches with her newfound friends. My father had money. She never did.
You think she was in love with his money?
And the social benefits that went along with it. She was always hanging out at the country club, singing with the band that used to play there. My father flew to Nashville at one point to cut an album. Nothing came of it, and she eventually gave up her dreams of stardom and decided to have her own kid. Although, I still don't think that she was interested in becoming a mother.
So over these past 6 years, you've kept in touch with your father?
Yeah, he called me a couple times a month, visited me in California maybe once a year, always asking me to come home. He felt terrible about the way things had worked out, but there wasn't much he could do. Always loved me, though, unconditionally. He never, put it into words. He never really talked that much at all, but he showed me in other ways. I could always see it in his eyes.
Some called it the finger of God, others the tail of the devil. No one could remember anything like it. Later,
Hey,
no one wanted to remember.
where's your mom?
At the hospital. I didn't want to go.
So you're home all alone?
I'm 11, I can take care of myself.
I hardly recognize you, Devin. You were still like a baby.
I wasn't a baby. I was 5 when you just left.
I told you I was leaving.
But not for 6 years. God.
And I understand completely if you're holding a grudge.
Well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, sure. I never pass up a good grudge, you know me.
Not really. Not anymore.
Well, maybe we should get to know each other again. What do you think? Hi, my name's Carrie. I'm your dysfunctional stepsister.
She's a long time dying, as if to signal fully the regret.
How long are you staying this time?
I'm not sure. A week, maybe 2. Okay, I know it's not that long, so let's make the most of
Some
it.
have no choice but to jump. Some shout goodbye as they go.
Daddy's gonna die, isn't he?
Maybe not. Nobody knows.
It's like he's dead already.
He's still there. I like to think he's just resting. Getting away from your mother for... Sorry.
That's alright. I wouldn't mind getting away from her for a while myself. I guess I don't have to tell you.
Like no business I know.
Mom, are we gonna have dinner?
You know where the cereal is. Can't you just get something for yourself tonight?
There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low.
That first week, I spent most of my time at the hospital, talking to him, wondering if I could magically bring him back somehow by saying the right thing. And I began looking up a few old friends. Everybody I ran into those first few weeks had to pour out their grief. Boy, was I glad when that part was over.
So, what does a tornado and a homecoming queen have in common? Eventually, they both end up in a trailer park.
Yeah. Is Rick Barlow still around? Remember the audio-visual guy?
Wait, didn't you go out with him?
Yeah, but it was never any big thing. We were good at being friends.
Well, he's still here, doing the same thing, basically. He runs the local cable channel, which is pretty much a joke.
Oh, speaking of which, did you know your mom has her own show?
My father mentioned it.
Dell's Spice of Life. I think that's what she calls it. Wow, it's awful. People watch it for a goof. Is she going to keep doing it now that your father...
I don't see how. I mean, she can barely finish a sentence without breaking down.
Can't blame her. I'd be doing the same thing myself if something like that happened.
I'm Buzzy Crabtree. This is the Farm Report. For those of you out this evening doing any planting, in the dark, of course, you're going to see something very special near Orion's Belt. The likes of which we haven't seen around here in ages. While you're at it, you're going to want to get down to the county.
Sorry about your dad.
No, everybody is.
When I heard about it, I figured you'd come back, though. I'm glad you came to see me.
And if you're out tonight, take a look up to the stars, and don't forget to do a little dreaming while you're at it. Hey, Rick, how was that?
That was great. It was great.
So are your sisters still around?
We both got married, got the hell out of Dodge, and I'm not far behind them.
Really? Where are you going?
City, big city, Seattle, Denver. Send applications to all the local networks, and we'll see what happens.
I think you just gotta go there, knock on the doors, try to meet the right people.
Yeah, and you gotta have something to show them, too.
So what do you got?
Tonight's show is brought to you courtesy of the Bull Seaman Council.
Farm Report with Buzzy Crabtree.
Ooh, hard-hitting, groundbreaking stuff.
Join us next week when we'll be talking to some specialists about how battery acid can help you train your house pet.
Well, and just last week, the Twin Falls Junior High Science Fair. Then there's always your mom's TV show, which is...
About that family celebration, that cooking expedition.
Downright weird.
Oh, it's fabulous. After our golf tournament, we had the annual nut fry.
Oh, nice.
Let me tell you a little bit about the preparation first.
I don't think they're worried about your subject matter so much, but how you handle the tech side of it.
Yeah, but I don't want to just do the technical stuff. I want to produce segments for the news, the local news. And if you're in the city, you got access to the big guys. I might be able to get a piece on the national news.
Yeah, you just might. Mm-hmm. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah. I need to put together some kind of documentary or expose, like 2020 or one of those shows. Some dastardly corruption or something.
In Twin Falls?
Yeah, I know. Nothing ever happens in Twin Falls. And you know what we need around here is a good locust scare.
I prayed with Cal tonight. I felt certain that he was coming back to us. But I know God has a plan. And this is the way it was meant to be.
I don't know if anything is meant to be.
Of course it is, Carrie. There's a reason for everything that happens. It's just hard to figure out sometimes.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out why you were always out to get me. You know what Daddy told me last time I saw him? He told me that you wanted to change my name after you were married. I was already 4 years old. You wanted to change my name to Brandy? Is that right? Brandy Honeycutt?
It's a lovely name.
It sucks. It sounds like a hooker.
A name is very important.
What did you like best about Daddy? His money or his name?
I would have married your father if he was dirt poor.
And then you had to make up that story about how I got sick so you could take me out of town that summer so no one would know I was pregnant.
Just understand that it was something I did for you. For your reputation.
I don't care about my reputation. I don't care about what other people think about me.
Well, you should. What other people think about you is who you are.
Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Anyway, to hell with what people think. You need to let that go. This obsession with your social standard, it's such a burden on you.
Thank you for being so concerned with my welfare. But let me tell you about the burden that comes from people like you passing judgment on people.
I found that I could still run away.
No idea how hard it is to raise a child.
Even when I was face to face with
And
her,
now this, Cal,
I could escape
can show you the burden.
through Daddy's art.
Put it on my back. You're not gonna break me.
It was as if I could walk right through it. And we'd be together again. At the river. The place he used to take me when I was a kid.
Her three young daughters reacted with horror when Mom first brought home a bin of earthworms to replace the old garbage disposal.
Hey, Carrie, thanks for helping out. You don't have any aversions to worms, do you?
Only the two-legged kind. Why do you ask?
The worm guy's coming in today. Do a piece for Buzzy's show.
What is he, some kind of contortionist or something?
Some weird guy grows worms for a living. Let me show you my setup here. I'm moving up in the world. See, I got this new camera. You can turn it on, and you can turn it off.
Oh, cool.
Pans up, pans down. Remote control. It's
Whoa.
new age. Pans left, right. For the rest of my control panel, monitors.
Cool.
Sound.
Cool.
Lights.
Whoa.
Now it'll lock the doors. It washes my car on Thursday.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. It won't wash my car. Only thing I can't get it to do is turn you on. Seriously. How about you and I go up to the lake this weekend and take my boat out? It's a little dinghy.
You're a little dingy, Rick.
Maybe we could just fish or... Well, you know, you can paddle, get some, bulk on those arms, and I'll yell, stroke, stroke. I'll roll really fast. You can water. Whoops. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Well, it must be the second week in May because my annual earthworm bath is just about to start.
100,000 worms are about to join High in his worm bed. Worm emulsion, a nice word for slime, is actually quite good for the skin.
They're looking into making a cream, a face cream. And you'll notice my collection is very nice.
You must be the worm guy.
Yes, ma'am. That's what they call me. Do you like worms?
I've never spent much time with them.
Oh, you will someday.
Yeah. Isn't that a pleasant thought?
Oh, but seriously, worms are the perfect recycling machine. One day, every home will come equipped with a box of worms in the kitchen.
Wow. You're creepy.
This incredible animal will continue its remarkable undertaking, cleaning up the earth, one speck at a time.
Hey, Hutch, how you doing? Buzzy isn't here just yet, so let's get everything all set up, okay? It's real simple. You and Buzz, 2 shots. We'll pan down to the box every now and then. Carrie, you stand there and be Buzz while I check the lighting. All right, Buzz? Stand there. Thank you.
Hey, how do I look in that thing?
Out of focus. There you go. Camera adds about 10 pounds. You know that, Hutch?
Oh, good. That way I can be an Eastern Bloc shot putter.
Yeah, you're looking big, pal.
Hey, is that Wonka vision?
What do you want me to do?
Need you to talk. Get a sound level. Ask him about the worms.
Okay. Hutch, is it? You want to tell me about the worms?
What's your name?
Buzzy. So how long have you been in worms?
About 2 years now. Before that, I had a thriving gynecological practice up in the Yukon. Very cold for the girls. And before that, I trapped squid in the misty fjords with a fella named Bjorn.
Sounds like you've led a very imaginary life.
Hey, are you married?
Hey, Hutch. Hutch, are you going to do something with the worms?
Oh, sure.
Let's see it.
Oh,
Stick your hands in there or something, though, okay?
Okay. Hey, you want to try it?
I don't think so.
Oh, you should. Worm skin contains an enzyme that's used worldwide in cosmetic products. Look at how nice my hands are.
Well, you've convinced me.
Now, here's what you gotta do. Now, grab a couple of handfuls. Lift them up in the air. Feel that life oozing in the palm of your hand. Sure, that's what everyone says at first. Now feel that basic, simple, primal force of nature.
Okay, I think that's enough. I got it.
I knew that her time of mourning, so to speak, had ended when I came home one evening and heard her singing. There was a Mexican couple who came in twice a week to clean. They were usually gone by 5, but they didn't get away so easily this time. Dolores had broken out her karaoke machine, and she had a captive audience. Bright and early the next morning, she broke the news.
Good morning, girls. First of all, I want to apologize to both of you. I know I've been difficult to live with. I've been grouchy, short-tempered. These have been tough times for all of us. But I realize that what I need is to be active, to be productive. So, I've decided to start doing my show again. I've been getting so many calls from friends, acquaintances, fans, encouraging me to get back on the air. I can't disappoint them now, can I? Anyway, I feel very good about the decision. I believe this is definitely the right thing to do. Agreed? Good. What have I got? 3 days? Ugh, not much time. I have to pick out just the right guest, you know, for the first show back. It's going to be a good show, though, I can feel it. Then, downtown to pick out just the right dress.
So what are we gonna do for summer vacation?
I don't know. It's not going to be the way we planned. Not unless your daddy wakes up real soon. We'll stay right here by his side. As long as he keeps breathing.
But he's not breathing. The machine's breathing.
Whatever. They're breathing together.
Great. Robo-Dad.
Don't say that. That's not funny. And you didn't make that up. That sounds like Carrie talking.
She was just kidding. She didn't mean anything.
What else does she say about your father?
That he wouldn't like that machine.
She probably wants to switch it off right now. Just let him die.
She says we have to start thinking about it.
No, we don't. We have to think about bringing him back. And that's one thing that will only happen if we have faith. And that's something she doesn't have. She doesn't believe in anything. Not even God. You don't want to be like her, Devin. She's not a happy person.
Yes, she is.
When you're not around, she's angry, bitter, feeling sorry for herself. She goes out almost every night, drinking, acting crazy. She doesn't want to be around here. She said she's going to be leaving pretty soon, which is probably best for everybody.
Did she really say that? I don't want her to go.
I don't think it matters what you or I want. If she wants to run away from everything, again, then that's exactly what she'll do.
Is this Carrie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi. It's me, Hutch.
Oh, yeah. Man of 1,000 worms, right? What time is it?
7:30. It's not that early, is it?
No. I've already milked the goats and slopped the hogs.
Good, because I find your hogs are a lot happier after they've been slopped. Don't you find that too?
Uh-huh.
You're back in the country now. You should start getting up with the sun.
Why? Oh, don't tell me. The early bird gets the...
Exactly. So, how you doing?
What do you want, anyway?
I'm just calling about the topsoil. I figure you'd be about ready to start that garden.
Topsoil? I don't have a garden.
Well, there you go then. Hey, gardens are good therapy. You'd be amazed at what a little sprouting seed can do for the disposition.
I don't think I'm ready for this yet.
Okay, it's either a garden or a ride on my bike. What's it gonna be?
Do you have a Schwinn or a Harley?
A Yamaha.
Oh, I like those.
Great. I'll pick you up.
No, I'll come to your place. Hey, do you like horses?
No, not really. I got kicked by one when I was a kid.
Well, you really should learn to ride. You'd be amazed what a wild ride on a young stallion can do for the disposition.
Whoa, impressive entrance. Now, does the horse enjoy that?
He loves it. Wouldn't you?
Well, do they like to be petted? Ooh, he's kind of sweaty.
Yeah, I'm afraid I got him all worked up. Easy there, boy. And who is this?
Oh, that's Harvey.
Why did you name the dog Harvey?
Well, it's his father's name.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Hey, he likes you. He doesn't take to most people like that. Hey, come on, I'll show you around.
Not right now.
Well, don't you want to see the worms?
I'm dying to see the worms, Hutch, but first, I want to take a look at that hog.
Now, this is my baby. Oh, it's kind of a piece of shit, but it gets me
Can I
from...
take it for a ride?
I don't let anyone else ride it.
But I know how to ride these things, really. I'm very good at it.
Hey, I'm sure you are, but I haven't even slopped my hog yet.
Just out to the road and back.
Times you stand beside her, let the water drift away. What they put off till tomorrow.
After a while, I stopped dropping by the studio and hanging out with Rick. He just wasn't that much fun to be around anymore. He'd grown this beard, and was starting to look like Jesus to me. Or maybe Judas.
Come on in, you've walked that mile. Kick off your
Look, we've got to stay with the same opening. If we don't stay with the same opening, people aren't, they're gonna think something's wrong.
You don't think it's a little too cheery?
It's just the right amount of cheery.
In a crisis like this?
Dolores, I know TV. Trust me. See, how can you not like that? You are so cute.
Oh.
Look at you.
She's so self-centered. I mean, you really have to just be around her for a while to understand how selfish and egotistical and calculating.
I know. I believe you.
I hope so. I mean, sometimes I wonder if words can even do justice.
And I can see that you get all worked up just talking about it.
Well, you shouldn't try and hide your anger, right? Or
get all bottled up and backfire on you.
Or you might take it out on each other. Or did you? She ever hit you?
No. And I never hit her, although I felt like it more than once. Anyway, those days leading up to her first show, she didn't even know Devin was living in the same house. Barely even talked to her. Luckily, she was in school half the time, but that was almost over. If Daddy stayed in the coma, I didn't know what to do. I mean, I couldn't hang around forever. But I'll tell ya, it was strange having her back doing that stupid show while this crisis was going on with our family. People might actually watch her show now because Daddy could die at any minute. But if that would make more people tune into her show, well, hey, that was all right.
Come on in, you've walked that mile. Kick off your shoes and stay a while. We guarantee you'll leave here with a smile. She's got fashion tips, exotic trips, gourmet wine, and homemade pie. You'll find it here on Del Spice of Life. Here she comes now.
Hello, everyone, and God bless. As I'm sure most of you know, my dear husband Cal has been in a coma for the past few weeks, and it's been a very difficult time for all of us. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for the prayers and the outpouring of love and concern you've shown towards our family. How truly blessed we are to live in a community like Twin Falls, surrounded by so many compassionate and generous souls. I know you're all wondering how he's doing. I wish I could say there's been some improvement. However, there's been no change in his condition. But I believe with all my heart that he is coming back to us. When he's good and ready, he'll wake up, look around, and want to know, what's all the fuss about? Anyway, Dr. Bradley, Cal's personal physician, tells me that there is still a chance for recovery and not to give up hope. Sometimes it takes a tragedy like this to make us realize the blessings that we're given in this life, so many of which we take for granted. I am here to tell you it can be gone in a heartbeat. So let's make a promise to ourselves, shall we? All of us. Don't let a day go by without telling the ones you love how important they are to you.
Does she ever say that to you?
Be forgiving.
No.
And don't ever go to bed angry. I want to send out something special for Cal and all the people over at the hospital. Not only...
That's kind of funny, huh? I mean, she seems so nice and friendly and genuine on the TV there. And then she comes home, and the full moon rises, and she changes. Doesn't it seem like that to you? Like she's two completely different people.
Meaning than
At
ever for
least.
me and all of our family.
Maybe 3 or 4.
Devin and Carrie, who we're so lucky to have back home with us again. I am weak, but thou art strong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close to
I was thinking about this place, up on the mesa, next to the river, lots of trees. Did Daddy ever take you up there?
Yeah, a couple of times.
He used to take me camping there, too. Said it was his favorite place to go when he wanted to get away from it all.
Daily walking close to
these psychic hotlines, right? Where people call up and pay money to have somebody talk about them. That's what I've been doing for the past 8 months. Yikes. Telling people about their futures.
But you're not psychic.
Sure I am. Didn't you know that? Okay, I bet I can tell you what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, I'm lying about being a psychic.
You're right. But what am I thinking now?
Sorry, our free minute is up. I can tap into that for another $3.99 a minute.
So you just told lies to all these people?
I was basically just, telling them what they wanted to hear to make them feel better for a little while.
So what kinds of things would they ask you?
All about work, love, mostly, happiness. I would assure them that love was in their immediate future and God was watching over them.
So you don't believe in God?
Well, not the God they sell on TV. Remember, Christ our Savior does accept MasterCard and Visa. You see, Devin, a lot of people have a hard time in this life, right? Kind of like our family right now. But there's just a lot of suffering, and people need to believe in something, They need to believe there's something after this life.
Yeah, but what about you? Do you believe in something?
Sure, I believe in something. Don't know exactly what it is yet, but that's okay. Maybe we're not meant to know. It's a mystery. As a matter of fact, that's what I believe in. A great mystery. Nothing better. And I don't need to know all the answers. For some people, the great mystery is not enough. They have to have answers. They have to know.
Are you happy?
What do you mean, am I happy?
You know. Are you a happy person?
Sure, some of the time. Can't be happy all the time, right?
Why not?
Hell, I don't know. People think there's something wrong with you. They'd lock you up in a padded cell with all the other happy people. What's with all the questions?
Mom said that you weren't happy.
Oh, she did?
That you were hurting yourself. Drinking with Daddy.
I'm not hurting myself, okay? So don't worry.
The hogs are coming home. Oh, I'm sorry, but we don't want no biker chicks around here stirring up trouble.
You want to blow his head off, Louise, or you want me to do it?
I'll take him.
Hey, on second thought, kick off your boots. Make yourself at home.
That's more like it.
It really did feel so good to be back. I experienced such a profound connection with the community through that show. Uh-huh. Well, that's why I prefer to do it live. And I hope you'll tune in next week. If we can get everybody watching. I really believe we're going to make something happen. Okay. Bye-bye now. I'm sure you have a valid explanation for all of this. Because I have been going out of my mind here.
Just went camping. You didn't have to worry.
I don't have to worry? For all I know, you both could have been lying dead in a ditch somewhere, riding that ridiculous motorcycle. I almost called the police. You should have left me a note.
I did leave a note, right there, beside the TV.
Well, Christ almighty, I didn't see it over there. That's not where you leave a note. I hope you watched my show yesterday, before you went camping.
Yeah, we saw it.
So, how do you think it went?
I thought it went, well.
You were great, Mom.
And what do you think about my idea for next week?
I don't know what to think.
Well, we're going to give it a try. So I want both of you alone with Cal in his hospital room. And I'll be on the TV screen right there above the bed. We'll all be together. Because you know what I've been thinking? I've been thinking that the reason for all of this, the reason for Cal's accident, that it was meant to bring us back together as a family. To bring us closer together. That it's part of God's plan.
There is no plan.
You hold your tongue, Carrie. You watch what you say around here. We are going to try this, understand? We are going to see firsthand what the power of faith can accomplish. And I want both of you there, holding your father's hand when we begin to pray.
We're going to pray?
During the last 5 minutes of the show, everyone in this town who knows Cal, which pretty much includes everybody, will come together in prayer. And Cal is going to feel that energy.
And we're going to work a miracle.
Well, we sure as hell are going to try.
What if nothing happens? It'll be such a letdown. I mean, could cause people to lose their faith.
What's that moving in your pocket, Devin?
It's just a worm.
Put that disgusting thing outside now. Get to your room and get washed up. Now! Just a minute, Carrie. I'm not through with you yet. Now you listen to me, and you listen good. If you continue on with this pompous, contemptuous, arrogant behavior, then I'm kicking your ass right out of here. Understand?
Can I go now?
Yes. Yes, I wish you would.
So, I'm thinking about going back to LA soon. Yeah, I just can't handle being around Dolores much longer,
Yeah, we all watched her show yesterday. Weird.
But very entertaining.
If you're into freak shows.
She's not that bad, Carrie, but she's the same. I'm glad I don't have to live with her.
Yeah, but you know who does? Devin. And if Daddy's not around, it's just her, and I don't know. I have a hard time leaving Devin by herself.
Why don't you take her with you?
Oh, yeah, right. I can barely take care of myself. What would I do with an 11-year-old kid? I mean, you gotta feed them, clothe them, and don't they need shots or something?
Yeah, shots and dentists. School, soccer, bikes, and laundry.
Don't forget quality time, homework, scolding and reprimanding.
And more laundry.
And then in no time it's tampons and bail money.
Exactly. I'm glad you guys understand. Yeah. There's no way I could handle all that. But I don't want to leave her.
Well, you know what I think? I think we all better just pray our asses off next Friday and try to get Cal up and at him.
Oh, please. I don't want to hear about that anymore. Is there any more beer in there? Do you mind if I just one for the road? At this point, Devin's basically on her own. Dolores doesn't have time for her, pretty much the same way it was with me. The woman is such a hypocrite, such a fraud. And somehow she's managed to make everyone around here think she's a frickin' saint.
Not really. Unless saints are getting away with adultery these days.
Keep it to yourself, Michelle. Carrie doesn't want to hear about that.
What, are you kidding? I can't wait to hear about it. Come on, dish me some dirt.
Well, we don't know for sure. But she has been spending some time with Eddie Carson. Ford dealer, he does those commercials.
But you're not sure.
Well, Brenda Whitley said she saw him driving together. Said Dolores was right next to him in the front seat. Practically sitting on top of him is what she said.
I'll be on the TV screen right there above the bed. We'll all
A couple of hours later, she saw his car parked outside the Motel 6.
And I'm kicking your ass right out of here.
Hey, that looks like Hutch's bike.
It is. Do you know the worm guy, too?
Yeah, we've gone out a few times.
Wow. Small world.
Small town.
Nothing serious. He's a little strange.
All those worms, now that's kind of creepy.
Not really. I had to put my hands in a box of them. Felt them squirming around between my fingers. It was kind of neat, really. Bet you didn't think I'd be back so soon, did you?
No, I guess I did.
Good. Because I hate it when things get too predictable.
Do you want to...
Yes, I want to. Don't talk. Daddy had collected all this artwork over the last few years, from all over the world. Religious symbols, faces, idols, and gods. It was as if, in my mind anyway, he was trying to tell Dolores that your God isn't the only one.
I'm sorry, Dolores, but these religions have all been made up by people.
Maybe all the rest. Not mine. Jesus was the son of the real God. He performed miracles for Christ's sake.
Those parts of the Bible are what they call writer's embellishments. Punch up the story.
Wait. Did you hear that?
What?
That sharp, loud popping sound I hear every time you pull your head out of your butt.
It's too early for this. 3 out of 4 people in the world don't believe in Christianity. That means they're screwed. They're locked out of the heavenly kingdom.
That's the way it is.
Attention sinners, please remain behind the gates. That's right. Forever.
And thank goodness for that. It'll be crowded enough already.
It's like a members-only kind of resort, like your country club.
Where the membership is eternal.
And you're reunited with your relatives.
Maybe not you.
And the food's got to be spectacular.
All you can eat.
And ice cream.
Any flavor you want.
I suppose it must be nice to feel so sure about it.
Mm-hmm.
Must feel comforting.
Yes, it does.
What if you didn't know? What would be so wrong with that?
Well, it's just nice to know.
You'd have to say that my religious discussions with Dolores were pretty weird. But now, with Hutch, well, he always managed to take it to a whole different level.
And they've got their silly rituals, seem so ridiculous. First you get on your knees and you bow to the east until your legs go to sleep. Or you rub these shiny beads together in a closet while you confess to some stranger. It's just... It wasn't that long ago that certain religions would, sacrifice a virgin to the big kahuna.
Ooh, a virgin? Well, now I'm against that, totally. I think that's wrong. How about apple pie and baseball?
Well, first of all, I don't see how anyone can believe in baseball anymore. Root for your home team. Hell, the players don't even live there anymore. They don't give a shit, you know. There's no loyalty. They'll go anywhere, play for the highest bidder. They're a bunch of spoiled jocks making $1 billion to whack some stupid ball. I don't know.
Apple pie?
I love those bright, shiny red apples.
All lacquered up with that synthetic glaze.
Then inside, what do you got? A bunch of alar and chemicals and
Okay,
stuff.
I give up. I'm just doing this for Devin.
Why Devin?
Because she told me that, well, you needed something to believe in. You know, maybe that would make you feel happier.
She really said that? Oh, hell. I'm happy. Don't I look happy? Damn it.
Yeah,
Damn tootin', I'm practically giddy.
but I gotta tell her we found something yet you believe in. How about this? Mankind. There, basic, simple, you know, leaves no bitter theological aftertaste.
But if you look at the big picture, I mean, dinosaurs had the run of this planet for what? A few billion years, right? Then something happened. They were gone. Same thing with mankind. If we don't kill ourselves off, then something else will.
All right, we finally found something you believe in. Certain doom.
Okay, then.
What do you believe in, Hutch? What's your God look like?
Well, his lip curls up a little on the side.
Right.
Like this.
I should have known. It's a volcano.
Works for me. And of course, I'm talking the young, lean Elvis at a salad bar, singing Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Elvis at a salad bar.
Except, it's hard not to picture the other Elvis, you know? Oh, big and bloated and keeling over next to the can with a needle in his arm.
Or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I believe.
Isn't that a beautiful song? Every time I sing it, I just feel like he's listening. And now that we've got his attention, I want you all to join me in a prayer. Maybe it's been a long time since some of you have prayed. Maybe some of you have never prayed. Perhaps you think God's too busy to just hear one little voice calling out to him. Well, that's not true. He is listening. He hears us. God hears every prayer that we send out to him. There is no limit to what power of prayer can accomplish. It can work miracles. So everybody out there, let's get ready. Is everybody gathered around the TV? Call Grandma in from the kitchen. Let's all get comfortable. Let's hold each other's hands. If you're all alone, hold your own hand. Our Heavenly Father, how great thou art in thy love and compassion. We come to you today as one voice, all the good people of Twin Falls. One of our flock has been struck down, and we pray that you will find a way in your great wisdom to bring him back to us. Cal is a good man, a kind, hard-working, generous man, a beloved husband, father, and member of our fine community. Dear Lord, we want him back. There is so much more left for him to do. Our precious Savior, we ask that you shine your divine light down upon Cal, that he might join us again in a continuation of your work. And we ask all these things in your name as always. Amen.
Hello?
Well, did anything happen?
Yeah. Actually, I think there was something.
Oh, praise the Lord. I knew it. Tell me, what?
Well, you know, about halfway through, I'm pretty sure he farted. Do you think that's a good sign?
Oh, you think you're so funny. You won't think it's so funny when your father doesn't wake up. When we don't get Cal back because of you. I wonder who that could be.
It's Hutch.
Who?
You know, the guy I've been sleeping with.
Oh, great. The worm guy. You know how to pick 'em. What's he doing here?
He's bringing over some topsoil and a box of worms. We're going to start a garden in the backyard.
I don't think so.
Well, it was Devin's idea. She wants to see the little buggers in action. You'll break her heart if you say no.
Oh, for
It'll
Christ's
be a wonderful experience for her. Planting seeds, watching them grow.
I can get her a damn chia pet if that's all she wants.
She wants to grow her own food, bless her heart. Organic vegetables, fertilized by the earthworm.
Screw the earthworms. Yeah, sure. I was going to have Noreen down to talk about the quilting thing.
Mom, we're going out to get something to eat. Is that okay with you?
Sarah? Oh, I don't think so, Mel. Isn't she hanging out with that Orvis fellow? I'm not going to put my stamp of okay on that.
Mom, you know, I've been eating some of those worms out there. They're really good. Want to try one?
Uh-huh. Did you hear? Yeah, how the hospital benefit went? Well, of course they wanted me to sing. No, I said no. I've been so busy.
You know, I've been stealing money from your purse and buying drugs with it. That okay with you?
You're kidding! I could have told him that would happen. I just talked to Margaret the other day. Melanie, could you hold for a second? I think I've got another call coming in. Hello?
Mom, it's me.
Devin? Where are you?
I'm in my room. This is the only way I could get through to you. I just wanted to tell you we're going out to get something to eat.
Devin? Don't do this again. Please? I don't appreciate your interrupting me. I'm on an important call.
I just wanted to tell you we're going out to get something to eat.
Great. Eat all you want. Have some organic vegetables. I'll talk to you later.
How am I supposed to live without you? And how am I supposed to carry on?
The fair is coming to town this week. I'm going out. I hope you all are. I've entered a few of my flower arrangements at the 4-H expedition for parents. Rick! It's buzzing. It is buzzing a little too loud. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I hope you've all been to the livestock barn. A little smelly, maybe, but certainly things to see that you don't always see on an everyday Twin Falls street. I said it's buzzing!
I'm on my way home now. You get some rest yourself. I know this is very difficult for you.
Difficult. That doesn't even begin to describe it.
I know. You're going to find a way to get through this, Del. You're a very, very strong woman.
I think I am, Sam. But lately, I don't know. I feel like I am this far from the breaking point.
But it's not going to happen. We're all here for you. You've got your friends to support you, and your family. And you've got a strong relationship with God.
And I know He has a plan. I just can't figure the damn thing out. I don't know. I just feel so all alone.
No, you're not. If you need my help at any time, in any way.
Thank God. Because I just might need some.
That's why the lady is a tramp. I'm the good ship. Lollipop, it's a sweet trip to a candy shop where bonbons play on the sunny beach of Peppermint Bay.
and my father expected me to get up on the witness stand and lie under oath.
Oh, I see. So, what do you call a lawyer with a conscience?
Unemployed?
And why Twin Falls?
There was this guy. He lived outside of Boise. Well, I happened to catch him on this channel late at night. Here was this funny character raising worms for a living, and that particular moment, what he was doing with his life made just as much sense as what I was doing with mine. So, dropped out of school, broke off my engagement.
Really? You were engaged?
Friend of the family. Well, it really pissed off my father. Oh, he'd been controlling every aspect of my life since I can remember. You know, grooming me to fill his shoes. Well, I couldn't stand him anymore. So now when people ask how I am, my parents have to say, well, he moved up to Idaho and's raising worms.
Are all families dysfunctional, or does it just seem that way?
Well, I consider us functioning well together.
Shut up.
Hey, wait a minute. You know, I just realized something. Nothing's wrong. Well, you know how some people are always saying, well, there's always something. You know, a lot of times there always is something wrong, something bugging you, like, I don't know, your car won't start, you got a toothache. You know, there's always something. But once in a while, there's nothing. Nothing wrong. God, when that happens, you just gotta step back and say, God, this is good.
Yeah. This is good.
We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on, join me home. Have some fun when the clock strikes one. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight.
When a person's in a comatose state for more than a month or two, it's described as a persistent vegetative state and is usually considered irreversible.
But not always, right?
There are some rare cases.
And Cal is a rare case. So, we keep praying and we just keep on.
At some point, we're going to have to get realistic. We have to at least begin talking about taking him off that machine. I know Daddy well enough to know that he wouldn't want to be kept alive.
The decision has already been made. As long as we can keep him alive, that's what we do.
Eventually, the financial realities will have to be
The money
considered.
will not factor into my decision.
What kind of money are we talking about, Doc?
Well, it can vary.
Stop it, Carrie.
No more than $1,000 a day.
Is that who I think it is?
It's Hutch. I invited him to join us for dinner. Didn't I tell you that?
No, you did not. And you know we invited Sam over here to discuss your father.
But you just said you didn't want to discuss it anymore. For once we agree. Let's just relax and have a nice dinner.
Oh, Sam, you devil. Hey, wait a minute. I've got one. What do you call an atheist in a casket? All dressed up and no place to go.
Oh.
Love will keep us together. Baby, when you get home. Just a little bit. That's right. Just a little bit. I'm about to give you.
Let's just stop this right now. I'm not going to watch you engage in this kind of behavior while your poor father is lying near death in the hospital.
What the hell's wrong with you?
With me? You're the one dancing around like a harlot.
Who's the harlot? You and your sultry lounge act. It's ridiculous.
Come on, ladies.
Oh, shut up, Hutch. What do you know?
Don't talk to him that way.
I will talk to anybody, any way I want, when he's in my house.
How do we all just take a deep breath?
Yeah, fresh air. That's what I need. Come on, Hutch.
was it that got to you with you and your mom?
It was like an accumulation of everything.
So there wasn't any single...
No, not really.
Well, Michelle dropped by this afternoon. Well, I didn't bring up the subject, but she said that when you were a junior in high school, your mother took you back east for a couple of months. You got sick or something, and well, you went away to get treatment. Well, they were pretty sure that you went away to have a baby. Come on,
So,
Carrie.
how's Michelle?
Oh, I don't know.
She didn't get you into bed.
Come on. That's over. I broke that up a long time ago.
You shouldn't have, you know. Michelle's a nice girl. A little crude, maybe, but nice.
But I'm not in love with her. I'm in love with you.
Well, that's very foolish of you.
Well, I don't think so.
Sure it is. You want a family? I don't.
Well, I think maybe you do. Well, just by looking at you and how you are with Devin. So you got pregnant in high school. Come on, a lot of girls do. Well, you give the baby up for adoption? Well, is that what you did? But you wanted to keep the baby, right?
Not at first. I was going to have an abortion right away. But she wouldn't let me. But when I could feel the baby start to kick, to move inside me, yeah, I wanted to keep it. She wouldn't stand for that either. No, it would have been a scandalous affair. Tarnish the family name. And she'd already arranged the adoption. A deal's a deal, that's what she said.
So you had to give the baby away right after it was born?
Immediately, yeah.
Was it a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Well, maybe we should try to find him.
What good would that do anybody?
I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know either.
Who was the father of this kid?
Rick. Rick Barlow.
The TV guy?
Yeah.
And he didn't know?
No. Dolores did such a cover-up. It was masterful. Nobody knew. Hutch thought that I should just put to rest this thing with Dolores once and for all. And he convinced me that it was finally time that we do it. You know, just take our clothes off and get into it. And what better way to symbolically bury the past? And of course, the enzymes from their slime was supposed to be wonderful for your skin.
it's time. Time to go.
Hello?
It's me, Carrie. I think we need to have a talk. So why don't you bring Devin home and...
We can have a talk right now. Go ahead, let's talk.
Okay. I've been thinking about what you were saying the other night, and I know you're right. Cal wouldn't want to go on like this.
Well, good. It's about time.
Time to take him off the machine, yes. And who knows? He may continue to live, Carrie. Some people do. But it's time that we turned it over to a higher power. Let it be God's will.
Yeah, right. God's will.
I've spoken with the doctors, and we should be able to take care of everything in a week or two. Then we'll be done with it. And there won't be any reason for you to stick around any longer. So, you and your wife are separated?
We're about to have our divorce finalized. It won't be long.
I think I'm beginning to see his plan. What was meant to be. When Calvin's gone, when we take him off the machine, maybe we could team up. Then we could make plans to go somewhere. Like Florida.
I don't know, I'm not that excited about Florida.
Oh, well, I'm not that sad on it either. I just can't wait to get out of here. Maybe California. Or Arizona.
I don't know, Dale. I kind of like it here.
You do?
Who's that?
Well, it's Carrie. I wasn't expecting her. She's hardly ever around here in the day anymore. She's always with that worm guy.
I filled your prescription for you.
Thank you, sweetie. Come on. Hurry, 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 hurry. We just spent the last half hour going through the filing cabinet. Couldn't even find Cal's birth certificate. It's been frustrating.
He did not look frustrated to me. I'd say it was more like a freshly laid look.
Don't talk like that!
You can admit it. I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of. You've gone a couple months without a lover. You have needs like every woman.
We were not...
Don't lie to me. Don't try to hide everything again. Just tell the truth. And the truth will set you free! Did you notice that the good doctor wasn't wearing any socks when he walked out of here? Slacks, dress shoes, no socks. Bet we can find it back in your boudoir.
All right! Jesus! But like you said, I have needs. Cal's not coming back to
Maybe
us.
he will. If we all pray together, I mean really pray. Come on, get down on your knees and pray.
Bite me.
You know what? I think maybe we should let him live a little longer.
Stop it. We've already made our decision.
I don't know. I'm not so sure anymore. I just find it kind of weird that the guy who's pulling the plug on my father is the same guy who's plugging you.
If you're gonna talk like that, you can just get the hell out of here!
Exactly what I had in mind. But I'm not leaving town. I'll be at Hutch's place.
With the worms. How apropos. My daughter, in love with...
I'm not your daughter.
Oh. How could I forget? My evil stepdaughter, smitten with Wormy, the lovable lady killer. Tune in for tonight's episode when the mild-mannered maggot farmer worms his way into my evil stepdaughter's shorts.
You're a very crude woman, you know that?
It's a crude world. Rude and crude.
Oh yeah, your life's real tough. You gotta lie around this big house and decide how to spend Daddy's money. I've been talking to some people, learning a little bit about you and Daddy. He wanted to leave you, Dolores. The only reason he stayed was for Devin. I think you're the reason he drove off the road. Not on purpose, maybe, but subconsciously, he just couldn't take you anymore. And I don't blame him.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm taking Devin's things. She doesn't want to stay here anymore either.
If you think you're going to take her away from here, away from me, that's kidnapping. I'll have you arrested. Police, I have a problem.
But we can't just take off. We can't just run away.
Yes, we can.
I don't think so.
Oh, sure we can. Lots of places we could go. Canada, Yukon Territory.
Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico will work.
We've got company. Go talk to him for a minute. I guess you're gonna have to go back there for a while, but not for
I
long.
don't want to go.
Don't worry, I'll get you out of there.
When?
Before you know it.
And where am I gonna go?
Do you want to stay with me?
I want you to know I'm not angry with you. None of this is your fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Carrie's the one who's been causing all the trouble around here. That little bitch doesn't know who she's
She's not a bitch. You are.
Damn you, Devin! Come back here! Oh, Devin, what am I gonna do?
Well, you won't have to worry about me anymore. I'm gonna live with Carrie from now on.
Over my dead body! Oh. This is so hard for all of us. We're letting your father go, and it's painful. But we have to stick together. We have to help each other through this. And when it's all over, we'll begin again. We'll go someplace else and start over. Maybe Florida. We could live right next to Disneyland and go there every day. Huh. That would be like a fairy tale, wouldn't it? First, take a long trip. Maybe Europe. We could go to Paris. Ah, I've always wanted to go there. Stroll along the Seine. They have a Disneyland there, too. We could play all day long. See the French Mickey Mouse? You remember those boats? We've seen them in National Geographic, I think. The men with the long paddles, they look kind of like bananas. We could sail, maybe eat fruit from stands right in the street, where they have the dead chickens hanging. Eat your food fresh.
I don't think there's any question about it. The woman is delusional. Devin says she's been talking to herself in the middle of the night in this little girl voice, like she's back in school or something.
I don't doubt that. But if we go ahead with this hearing, and you tell all this to the judge, Dolores will simply deny it.
I won't have to tell the judge. We'll show him. We'll just put on that stupid TV show of hers and let him see for himself that this woman is losing it.
That won't matter as much as the way she presents herself in the courtroom, and she is the girl's mother. That's the part that speaks loudest to the judge. I imagine that keeping her child and keeping Devin away from you will mean enough to her that she won't be taking any pills when she walks into that courtroom. And she'll pull her act together.
I don't know if that's possible.
Still, there's a good chance that she wins custody.
We can't let that happen to Devin. All right? It would be devastating for her to spend the next 7 years. I mean, she doesn't want to be there. She'll run away again.
What's the alternative? You drag all of this into court, go at each other with the sordid details, not only in front of the judge, in front of the whole community.
I don't care what anybody else thinks.
Well, good for you. But I bet Devin does. Can you imagine what this is going to be like for her? To have her mother and her sister trashing each other in public? You don't know what Dolores is going to say about you. It may or may not be true, but it ain't going to be pretty. And when it's finished, no matter which one of you wins, do you really think it's going to be over? Is that when you call the truce? abide by the decision and make the best of it? No. It'll still be just like it was. All that anger and bitterness will still be there, probably get worse. And Devon's the one who has to live with all this, hanging over her like poison in the air.
You don't have to get all poetic.
You see, the way you react like that, I sense this combative streak. Your shield's up and you're ready to lash out to keep up the fight. I think the judge might sense that too. Maybe we need to think about this some more. Well, I was hoping we could solve all these problems by 4 o'clock, but let's put it off till Monday, huh? We'll make a decision then. I gotta get home, catch up with the family.
Have they shortened the workday? 4 o'clock?
Well, you fudge a little here and there, you know. Government work. My kid's got a baseball game, and I'm the coach.
Kids, baseball. He's a family man. Must be nice.
Yeah, it is.
How many kids?
2.
Still married to the mom or divorced?
Divorced. Relationships are a bitch, aren't they?
Hey, Martin. Who got custody?
We both did. We worked it out.
Hutch. I'm gonna have to go.
Why do you have to go?
Hutch. Tonight, you gotta do me a favor now. Tonight, call Dolores and make sure she's home, and then take Devin back there, okay?
Sure.
You have a good life, Hutch. And you will. Because you're good. You're good with kids, you're good with the family. You're good with worms.
You be sure to get yourself a box of them, huh? Every house has got to have one. I guess I'll be seeing you.
I just don't know any other way.
You could take me with you.
We can't run away from this, Devin. Not anymore. This is what I have to do now. For your benefit.
It's not for me.
I know it doesn't make any sense to you. But your mother and I, we can't be around each other. And when I'm gone, I don't know, she might be able to pull herself together.
Yeah, sure.
But she's gonna need your help.
I don't want to help her.
Devin, I don't think we can win this thing, okay? She's your mother. If we insist on fighting it out in court, it's only going to make things worse.
I don't care.
I do. Look, I'm tired, Devin. I'm tired of fighting with her. It's a losing battle for all of us. Maybe your mom's right. Maybe God has a plan. Maybe there's a reason for all this. Oh, I can't imagine what the hell it might be. But if we simply believe and turn everything over to him, then he'll take care of...
You don't really believe that, do you?
No, not really. But I think I'm ready to believe in something. In being able to forgive, anyway. It's the only way that anything good can come out of this.
So you're gonna leave again?
Not for long this time. I'll be back really soon.
When?
Christmas?
Yeah, you and Santa Claus. Maybe you can catch a ride with him.
Can I have a hug?
No.
You're gonna make this hard.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Administrators and staff members.
Have you got the music cues correctly this week?
Right. I mean, correct.
Amazing Grace comes at the end.
Amazing Grace comes at the end.
I want to do the Sandy Patty song second.
Sandy Patty, second.
Making decisions. There are still
What are you doing here?
I just need to speak with you for a few...
I don't think so.
Just a few minutes.
Now, you got about 20 minutes before the show
I don't want to talk about this now. I've got a show to do.
You know, you really shouldn't be doing this now. You're falling apart in front of everybody.
Damn you.
But you don't have to do it anymore. I'm the one that's making you crazy. We both know that. So I'm calling it off. I'm calling off the fight. I'm waving the damn flag. I'm leaving. Tonight. Now.
Oh, really? Why the sudden change of heart?
For Devin. That little girl has been through enough. You have got to stop taking those pills and get your act together. You've got to start being a mother to that little girl. Now maybe you'll be able to do that better when I'm gone.
Yes. You're right. That would be the best thing for everybody. You finally come to your senses.
Don't start with me. You know, I can't argue with you anymore. I just wanted to say, before I left, that I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. I always wanted us to get along. I always wanted you to like me.
You always wanted everyone to like you. That's what got us into this mess.
What's so wrong with wanting people to like you?
Nothing. If they like you for who you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
Let's just skip it.
No, let's not.
You can't be everything to everybody.
Create a program.
When you spend all your time worrying what other people think about you, you become a fraud, a fake. And after a while, you don't even know who you are anymore.
Picture girls.
At least I know I'm not a coward. I didn't run away from everything like you did. Oh, look at you now. You're running again.
I'm leaving? It's like, yes, I'm going to be...
Every time you come back, you're going to be in my house.
Who knows? Who knows?
And this will happen all the time.
I'll be out there in a minute.
It's a good thing.
Hold on.
But you'll be better. And you'll always be here in Devin's mind, and Devin will always be
Devin is my sister, and I need to be here for her life.
So you stay.
No, I'm not staying. I'm leaving. And you should be happy. Let's all be happy.
And you're happy now, I suppose. You know, you broke your father's heart when you left us. And though he never said anything, I know he always blamed me.
Did you think I was going to stick around after what you did to me?
I didn't do anything except try to help you.
You were concerned about me. You were worried about your precious image. If the good people of Twin Falls ever found out that your harlot stepdaughter got knocked up in high school, well, that just wouldn't be proper.
Don't you tell me about proper. I wasn't the one spreading my legs for every Tom, Dick, and Harry on the football team.
That is such bullshit, and you know it. I had 2 boyfriends in high school, and you know that.
I know, that's what you told me.
If you hadn't been worrying so much about your precious image, we wouldn't have ended up in that stupid doctor's office. We would have been in a hospital, and they could have saved my baby. My baby. My beautiful... my little boy. You know, I'll never see him again. I'll never see him again. I never see him come down a slide. I'll never see him say, "Happy birthday, Mama." Even you, who doesn't give a shit about being a mother, you had your baby, you know, and you took that from me. I'll never have that. And I remember, when I was in my worst pain, I remember looking up at you. All you did was look down at me, and I was blood and blood boy. Look at me like I was such trash.
It wasn't going to live.
You don't know that.
It wasn't meant to be.
Jesus, will you give me a break with that meant to be crap? It's a cop-out. Do you really think that God wanted me to almost die along with my baby? Do you think that he wanted me to never be able to have kids?
Stop it!
That's what happened, Dolores. You can't deny it. You can't run away from it anymore. It wasn't God who ruined my life. You did. I can never have any kids of my own because you were too embarrassed, because it didn't fit in with your image.
It's so easy to blame me for your mistakes.
Everything's my fault, right? Yeah, it's always been my fault.
I am so glad your father's not here to see this.
I wish he was here, so we could see you for what you really are. A shallow, pathetic, insecure, deceitful... You never cared about him. You just cared about his money. And I know you weren't the faithful little wife. You committed adultery numerous times.
That's a lie. I never cheated on your father.
Bill Harding, Eddie Carson, Slick Eddie, ring a bell? And now you're screwing the doctor who's about to pull the plug on my... Dolores got hold of that camera, smashed it to pieces, ripped the tape to shreds. I suppose Rick was lucky to get away unharmed before Dolores found out that we'd been live on the air and that Rick had another tape running. A tape which quickly found its way onto tabloid TV. I heard it was a big hit. Well, the story had all the elements. Small-town talk show hostess unknowingly spills her guts over the airwaves, reveals her sordid past to the whole community, then tags the story with the perfect tragic ending. She went to the medicine cabinet for the last time, then spread-eagled herself on top of her favorite Navajo and waited for the pills to work their magic. That's where she wanted to be found,
nice and tidy there on her pretty rug, but it wasn't meant to be. She would have hated it. I mean, she would have been absolutely appalled at where we did find her. But hey, the king collapsed next to the throne, and if it's good enough for the king... The paramedics were able to get her to the hospital in time to pump her stomach, keep her alive for a while. She always said that one day she and Cal would be back together again. Turned out she didn't have to wait that long. Two days later, her liver failed, then her heart stopped beating, and she was on her way to the Eternal Country Club, members only. She'd never specified what she wanted us to do with her remains, so we put her in a box and placed her in the ground and covered her with some fine, fertile soil. We decided to let Daddy go on a little longer. I was beginning to believe that now that Dolores was gone, he might actually wake up one of these days. Rick capitalized on his big story, interviewed with hard copy, left town. Dolores finally got her 15 minutes when they broadcast the sensational story. She was the talk of the town. Funny how things worked out. Some people might say it was meant to be. Who knows? But I was happy. And so was Devin. And Hutch. People wondered how we could stick around after everything that had happened. Why we didn't leave and start over somewhere else. But we didn't have anything to run away from. I mean, look at this place. Why would anyone ever want to leave? And besides, we didn't really care what anyone else was thinking.
When your army is just one, and you can't imagine peace, and you're fighting but you're losing, and your pride won't let it be. When you're weighing what you have against what you think you need, and something knocks you backwards, that's when you can see. Come with me. You've got no choice. I'm the air that you breathe, and I speak in your own voice. I take you home, and here's your place. Here's your twist of here's your twist of fate. Here's your magic beads. Here's divine contentment. Here's what your life really means. Here's your holy mountaintop, and here's your time and place. Here's your home, your family. Here's your twist of faith. Everything you wanted and never knew you had. Everything was good when everything was bad. Here's to losing battles. Here's forgotten dreams. All that's gone and buried, it doesn't mean a thing. Here's your happy landing. Here's your lucky day. Here's another accident to send you on your way. Your holy mountaintop, your time and place. You make it home on a twist of fate. Twist of faith. That's all it is.